Hey, everybody, and welcome on into another edition of Vinyl Hall, Record Hall, whatever you want to call it, here on the Living Deadwax channel. I am your host, Ty. We're going to take you through this extravaganza of new wax and maybe a little bit of CDs, a little VHS action, little hints for you. As I said, I am Ty, joined by my co-host, Tyler. Tyler, how are you doing tonight, my friend?
I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing really good. Happy to do this again. It's been a little bit since we did some haul videos, and I got a fair amount of stuff here. And I know that you have a mountain of things that have come in recently for you. So
not a mountain, and to be honest with you, I'm not going to recap Record Store Day because you already did that in its own video. So if you want to know about Record Store Day pickups, check out our Record Store Day video where we talked about our pickups and we did our favorite Record Store Day releases of all time. So it was very fun. So it's been a while. It's been like a month and a half, maybe 2 months. I'd have to look back since the last time we recorded it. So got a decent amount of stuff, not as much as the last time, but I was telling Tyler I wanted to get this done before it became way too much and then the video is too long and all that unmanageable stuff. Exactly. If you are into records, vinyl halls, record collection halls, check us out, hit the subscribe button, like the video, comment down below, all that good stuff. It helps out the channel and we certainly appreciate you guys hanging out with us. We're building a small but mighty community every video. So thanks for checking us out and clicking on this video. So let's get into it. Tyler, I know you got some stuff. We usually go first, so why break precedent if you want to run through all your goodies?
All right,
let's do it.
I'll start with some little stuff here. So we got this, I think, about a month ago now or whatever. But I've been getting really into 7-inches because, truth be told, I've run out of space for the most part for all my LPs. So I'm kind of just buying like what I need to buy and other possible random, like have to buy it, gotta get it, odds and ends. But for the most part, I don't have room for that stuff right now. I got more shelves and everything else. So 7-inches is where I'm going to right now, which is pretty fucking sick. All right. So first one I got here, I got Motley Crue, Smoke in the Boys Room. The sleeve has seen better days, but the record is actually still pretty good. So I don't think this is just a little dirty. It's not really, too bad here, especially it's 84, 85. So got that. Anytime I can find hair metal singles in any sort of decent condition with picture sleeve, because that is what I'm limiting myself to now. If they have a picture sleeve and it does not come with said picture sleeve, I'm probably not going to get it anymore. So I'm not buying any more blanks. So got that.
That's a cool one.
Same trip. Yeah, it is cool. I've never really seen much Crue out there in terms of 7-inches, but I was happy to find that. And then I got Same Trip, also big history guy. So if I can find random history, I want to go ahead and do that. And actually, the Same Trip actually put back other historical stuff. Because I was just like, I don't need this necessarily. But anyway, this is a random odd and end that I need. It's a Nixon flexi disc, sort of, but it's a postcard. Yeah, and it's not it's unused. It sounds like garbage, but it's excerpts from his nomination speech, August 8th of 68. So Nixon, hearing him talk about stuff is actually really... I actually went on a dive with Nixon stuff. I went on a Watergate dive, and then I went on a dive for later in life Nixon like specials that he did and interviews. And sharp guy, sharp as a tack here, and was still with it up until the end. I saw interviews in 94, and I think he died either late 94 or 95, and still 100% with it. So anyway, if I can get some Nixon stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Not a huge Nixon political fan necessarily, Watergate in particularly, but we'll get into that later. It's another podcast we'll do about the pros and cons of Dick Nixon. So there's that, and then let's knock this stuff out. So, forgot. Also, I'm sorry.
Didn't the guy give that to you for like $1? So wasn't it not marked? Okay.
Yeah. It was like, it wasn't marked, and he said he wanted for $1. He asked me what I would pay for it, and I said $1. He's all right, cool. And I put back a Vietnam Storyteller 7-inch. I don't think it was really a Storyteller. Yeah, it wasn't Mark. It was something else, but it was a Vietnam related of the time 7-inch too. Thank interview. So like thought about getting that, but then just put it back. But also another thing I'm getting into is tapes. So I found Balance, and what sucks is that scuffing is actually on the J card. So I replaced the cases, and I forget what else did I buy, brother.
You bought Balance and another Van Halen. OU812.
Oh yeah. Okay, hold on. So I think that might be just on the
But
other side.
the funny part about it is you're saying you think you already had both of them.
No,
So-
yeah, 100%. I think it's over there. I'll leave it. But
So yeah, you bought. I think it was Balance and OU. Oh, you didn't already have them?
I didn't. Yeah, I went back through everything and I was like, I did. So I didn't already have them. So that's a good thing. But if I can find tapes for favorite bands from the era, I want to do that too because I think it's kind of cool. I'm not going to buy a bunch of tapes, but yeah, cheap. Okay, this is so Ty. Once upon a time, used to have a killer tape collection.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, you had all the records. You had
all the records.
You had, I mean, you had every big record for like 25 years. Yeah. But once upon a time.
But that's when they were still really cheap.
Exactly. You got Nevermind and you got like 10. You got all the big grunge stuff from the 90s. I think you had Dookie too. And I think you might have paid $2 or $3 max for each one of them.
Yeah.
Now this was $5.
Yeah, you find them at some people want $8, $10 for tapes now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, no. But we bought other tapes to replace the actual cases. The cases were a little worse for wear. And then once I took it all apart and cleaned everything up, it was the J card. On both of them are a little worn, which sucks. So somebody had some dirt in there from their truck, and then it just kept rubbing for years upon years in the back of the S10, and it is what happened. So
collection related question for you, because I just started doing this. I started adding CDs into Discogs. Are you adding like other formats at all?
So I've done tapes, but I only do weird tapes or like rare tapes, I guess you would say. I only have I have the Manchester tape in there. I have a Jim Adkins local tape that I put in there because it's a one-time pressing for like the local like charity thing they did way back when, like 5 or 6 years ago. And,
did you add them overall to Discogs, or you just add them into your collection?
My Discogs.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Like, did I make an entry for them on Discogs? No, I know they were already on Discogs. So I added them in my collection. Yeah.
The reason I'm going to start adding everything in is what you just said. It's because you didn't know if you had those tapes.
100%.
I just don't want to be rebuying shit, so I'm just started doing everything.
I'm with you. I've done the rare the rare CDs that I have, or like the odd CDs. I did those like EPs or like the Blink Cheshire Cat. I added that in. There's a handful others that are limited editions or whatever. So I added those, but like I still have all of those CDs in there that mostly are not added to anything because I still, again, maybe it's just me and my dumb collecting mind. I still just consider them CDs, like they don't matter. So like,
I agree. It's not like a value thing. I don't need to know the value of shit.
Yeah.
I just don't want to rebuy shit.
Yeah.
And I've done that countless times before with movies and stuff before I started using a similar app to like Discogs.
What's the movie one?
I'd use an app called CLZ Movies.
Okay.
And there's a CLZ Games, and I think there might be CLZ Music. I don't know. But I just use Discogs for music stuff. But CLZ Movies, I highly recommend it if you're into movie collecting. It's a great, similar to Discogs, you can just scan it, add it in. It alphabetizes everything. You can sort by year, director, genre, whatever you want to do. Pretty cool too. You can just like Discogs, you can shake it or whatever, and it'll.
Oh wow!
It'll like choose a random one. So there's cool things about it. So highly suggested. But yeah, the reason I'm just started at it because, and I'll get to this when I get to my stuff, is there was a CD I was looking at, and I'm like, do I already have this? And I bought it and I didn't have it, so
Okay,
that was
worked
nice.
out. Yeah,
But
yeah.
it was. I'm like, man, I just need it because I don't have a ton of CDs, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't want to have a ton of CDs again. But there's particular
Yeah.
things I want to buy, and we'll talk about. But I'm like, I don't want to rebuy shit and not know what I have and don't have. So I'm just putting them in there.
That's fair. I suppose for tapes, I'm really not going to buy. I don't buy any CDs at all, really, at this point. And then for tapes, I just buy randoms that are hopefully in good condition from my favorite bands or whatever, right? So maybe I'll start doing that because I don't want to sit there, especially if the price of tapes going up. I don't want to pay $7 for another copy of Balance if I don't need to. You know what I'm saying? So that's fair. Yeah, maybe I'll start doing that for this when I buy all the randos. Yeah. Good call. Good call.
All right. Sidebar. Sorry.
No, you're cool. And then, so second, I'll do this and I'll do this last. So I also got. There was a sale, $21, or I think it was, or $28. I forget what I told you, but S&M 2 Metallica.
Yeah, that's good.
F&A.
It's a nice set.
A really nice set. So also fun story for you, Simon. I shouldn't say this because why would I say this? Whatever. But I sat there for maybe a minute or so because it was so cheap. It was like 20. I want to say max out at 28. It might have been like 21. I forget. But it was so cheap that I sat there for a second. I was like, "Don't want to buy your brother one?" Just so because I know he's a fan of them. So I'm like, whatever. He doesn't have records really. So if I just give him a copy of S&M 2, he can have that if he really likes the set, which I know he says he does. He likes both of them a lot. So S&M 2. This is on orange.
Josh would have probably appreciated the CD more, but so.
that's a fair thing. Yeah, it's on burnt orange, I think is what it is.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, or I don't know what you're seeing, brother, but I think it's orange. It might be yellow.
Kind of looks brown to me, to be honest with you, but
or brown, yeah, possibly brown. It's one. I don't think it's brown, but it's one of the others. But I still can't see it, so we'll see. But I got those, and I spun this, and they're cool. I listened to the whole thing. It's cool. I mean, I liked S&M 1 as well. It wasn't anything that I prioritized really because I still don't own it or anything. But everything Metallica does is always top tier in their presentation, in their production, everything. This is the thick book, the same thick book the Van Halen came in, for Orchestra Day. It's the same one I have for my Nirvana, for my Pinkerton, for a good number of things. And I would recommend picking this up. So
is that a 4 LP?
Yeah, 4 LP.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah, it's
dude. Less than $30. I remember that. Yeah, it's a really good price. I remember when that hit sale.
Marbled orange.
Marbled orange. Okay. Do they do any No Leaf Clover was like a song specifically done for S&M1? Did they do a song for S&M 2?
I don't believe so.
Just for that record. Because okay, I'm just curious.
Okay, so they did play No Leaf Clover here as well, but let's see.
But my point is, No Leaf Clover wasn't on any albums. It was
a specialty track.
Yeah, for that. So I was just wondering if they did any new tracks for S&M 2 or not.
I don't believe so. Everything on here looks to be.
I've not looked into that at all. I haven't listened to a second of it. So.
Yeah, no dice. It's all they didn't do a special song for. They just did basically all the other stuff and the newer stuff or whatever. But yeah, so for less than $30 at least, I'm not going to argue with any big Metallica sets. So
yeah, that's a good price.
Pretty sick. And then I also got Orchestra Day. I got Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band Live 75-85 promo EP. So it's just excerpts from the actual box set that came out in 85. I was looking at this for years. It's not very expensive or anything. I just wanted to run into it. I didn't want to order it online. And this is a pretty killer copy of it. And it's been a big selling point for me as well. Like buying stuff at InGroove here, everything's been cleaned. Mm-hmm. So when you buy used things at InGroove, everything's ultrasonically cleaned automatically before he puts it out. So and you charges $3 to do it regularly anyway.
Yeah. Well, and you get that nice inner sleeve, the poly inner sleeve, and you get the nice Japanese outer sleeve too.
100%. You're absolutely correct. I still haven't Still have the price on there too. It was $12, I believe, or $15. But anyway, so on here, Fire, Hungry Heart, Cadillac Ranch, Born in the USA, River, 10th Anniversary Freeze Out War. Some highlights of the sets. But this was sent out for promo, and I have a bunch of other promo Bruce things, but I just never ran into this, so I was happy to finally add this also on Orchestra Day. So that was sick. And then 2 more things here. I got the new Liam Gallagher, Come On You Know. So I'm a big Oasis fan the last few years, and Liam's solo work is absolutely leagues and bounds above Knowles at this point, because Liam understands that he's limited in his songwriting, so he has a lot of co-writes on here. So he has co-writes, and he has a really killer band, which includes Bonehead from Oasis on guitar. But it's just pretty crazy to me that it's crazy to me how much Noel at this point was heralded for all of his great songwriting for the last 20 years, 30 years, which is totally true and real. But Liam at this point has now eclipsed him because he has co-writes with people, and he's smart and he knows where his limitations are. So I'm going to sing the songs. I'll write some stuff maybe, but you can do what you want to do, and I'm going to sing them. And he fucking kills it. So
gotcha.
There's that. It's a pretty killer set. Highlights on here for me. Come On You Know, title track is super cool. Everything's Electric was the first single. I was super into that when it came out. More Power is a cool song, and Too Good for Giving Up, also a really cool song. So
is that a live album or
no? It was just a live shot that he did. So This is at one of his shows, and he just ran into the crowd, and then he told everybody to look forward, and they're like, "Why?" And he was like, "We're shooting for my album tonight," and so it's just a big crowd shot, and whatever. It's kind of crazy.
That's pretty cool.
So there's that, and then last, but certainly not least.
Sorry, that just came out. That's like brand new.
No, that's about end of last year, middle of last year, maybe.
Okay, so just new to you. Gotcha.
New to me, yeah. Last year. Yeah. All right. So last, certainly not least, but everything finally came in. So here we are. Everything but the test pressing. But so Manchester Orchestra, my favorite band, put out a new EP last month, and me, as I'm going to lose some people on this channel possibly, because I know it's frowned upon by a lot of folks in the community, but I variant collect everything that band ever does or has ever done, and I'm the only person in the world, truthfully, that has everything that band has ever done, including test pressings for every record. I don't have the test pressing for this yet, but in due time. But they had on this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 variants, and I ended up getting all of them. So I finally got in. This is actually the black one. So basic black. There you go. I mean, the EP also is very cool. It's very soft. It's very quiet. It's accompanied by a movie as well. So if you like Manchester Orchestra, this is the I believe this is the Brooklyn Vegan exclusive, if I remember correctly. Yeah, the Sea Blue. So if you're a fan of Manchester Orchestra, or like a softer piano driven, a little bit more electronic sounding, you can go ahead and check that out. Because it's really great. This is the iridescent. This is not. Oh, it is. I guess I don't know. The iridescent blue. I really can't see, brother. This is the indie record store exclusive, so I really cannot see iridescent blue here. But
yeah, I don't know. What does iridescent mean anyway? Probably sound like a dumbass here, but
I was hoping you knew what that meant, brother. But I just kind of went with it. So
iridescent. Let me look.
It's smoky blue. Is that another word from smoky?
Showing luminous colors that seem to change. Oh, when seen from different angles. I knew that because of cars, but
oh, there you go. I don't see it there, but this is the Barnes and Noble Baby Pink vinyl, and all the exclusives are limited to 500.
So you did find the Barnes and Noble one, wasn't that one a weird one? Weren't you that?
Well, so here's the thing. So this is a weird one, but so when they pressed this, it was a 500 variant for the pink, and they mispressed the plant. One side was
Yes.
Denzel Curry's new record, and the other side is Manchester's the side B of Manchester's new record, right? Or EP. So there's 160 misprints of the 500, and so those are out there, and I do need that if I truly want to truly click off everything, and I am looking for it, and I've been talking with some folks about things, but yeah, so I'm hoping to get this one's straight. Unfortunately, I wish it was the bad one, I really do, but this one's straight.
Yeah, it's harder to find. Yeah,
exactly. When I put it on, I was like, truthfully, I was like, God damn it, I hate to hear my favorite band. Sucks, damn it. There's that. This one is going to be the Sangria. This is the web store exclusive for the band. So there you go.
Okay, that's cool.
Sangria. I don't know what Sangria looks like, but apparently it's that. So
yeah,
shout out to Sangria. And then finally, this came in Thursday, I want to say last week. The Clear.
Oh, nice.
And this is the Euro exclusive for it. So I had to wait. I bought this like a month ago, and it was just kind of in transit. So I bought this from Germany. So the fine folks over in Germany never did anything wrong. But Germany, there you go. They sent us over, and ended up getting it for like $41, which is actually insane.
Did you get it on Amazon? The German
got
Amazon,
it on eBay. Got it on eBay. So even crazier, because anything you get on eBay, if it's international, is always just nutso for the shipping, right? And so this wasn't totally much different, but it wasn't as crazy as it could have been. So I think I came out of there at 41 and some change. And if I would have bought it from a site, I'm looking at almost $60. So it's just a $22 EP, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm spending way more to ship it over here than anything else. So I jumped on that. I was originally going to wait, and then I saw a good price on eBay, and I was going to jump on it. So it was like $3 to ship it in total. So it was all right. I'll do that, and it all worked out. So yeah,
I've done a lot of not a lot, but decent amount of German Amazon stuff.
Oh,
and it works out nice. They use DHL. DHL's great. It comes fast.
Do you still pay the shipping fees?
Recommended. I can't remember.
I'm sure you pay something, but I wonder
pay something.
If
I don't think the Prime works. Like it's not free shipping, but it wasn't bad. I bought a bunch of the Sabotage reissues through German Amazon because they were on there like first.
Yeah.
And then I've bought stuff from Amazon Japan too. Like I bought the new.
I've never done that.
I bought the new Genesis Mini, the Sega Genesis Mini, the version 2.
Oh wow! Okay,
because it was an Amazon Japan exclusive, and that was the most recent thing I bought from them. And that it always comes DHL. I think they exclusively use DHL when you're ordering from other countries, and
awesome.
It's been great. So highly recommend it if you ever need to buy something.
Yeah,
or are concerned.
I need to look
as long as it's verified Amazon. I can't vouch for any other things, but yeah.
Independent sellers, third-party sellers. Yeah, that's fair. There is some Japanese stuff talking about it now. Oasis. There's some Japanese exclusive pressings for the represses over there for Oasis, and interesting. I'll look those up.
If you get on Amazon, just create a Amazon Japan account, and you can translate it to English. Like I have an Amazon Euro account that works for Germany and all the other European countries. So,
wow. That's crazy. Good call.
Comes in handy sometimes, and it wasn't. It was quick too. Like the handle of times of word, it's like almost quicker than like regular U.S. Postal Service. Like order something.
No, this was out there for a month, literally a month. So
yeah, I had those Sabotage records like in less than a week from Germany.
Wow.
Yeah, the Sega Genesis Mini came in like maybe 2 weeks from Japan. So it's not bad. Not bad. Highly recommend it.
I could be lying to you, but I think that there's something that goes on. And I think it's kind of like, I think eBay does this with certain things too, where eBay has a hub that they have you send things to, and then eBay mails it and sends it out themselves or whatever. I think that they might have something like that for people that set it up or whatever, because I bought it from Germany. It came from Germany, but
Mm-hmm.
my shipping didn't start until like officially until it hit Maryland. So there's
Okay.
a hub or something, or somebody does some business there. I don't know how big the seller that I bought from was, but I
Mm-hmm.
wonder if they do a big, huge, order or ship or whatever whatever's going on, and they ship over the 200 records they sold that week to somebody in Maryland, and I wonder if like they do that to
Maybe.
save on money or on shipping costs. And that's
Yeah.
why I paid
Possibly.
$3 instead of the 28 or whatever
The
it
one,
normally is. It's
the
crazy.
one good thing I've noticed about like ordering stuff from other Amazons non-US is that, like I said, it's 99 for every time. For me, it's been DHL.
Yeah.
And DHL is nice because it just stays with DHL. They don't hand it off to UPS or USPS.
They don't contract.
So yeah, so it'll go to DHL, and then we have a DHL hub here. So I drive past it all the time for work. So it'll come to the DHL hub here, get on the DHL truck here.
It is next to the shop, isn't it?
No, it's actually, where it is. It's out by the Angels spring training stadium.
What's next? The bus depot's next to the shop.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Yeah,
Mixed it up. Okay,
City of Phoenix bus depot. Yeah.
There you go.
So yeah, but anyway, really long side tangents, but it's always worked out. It's ordering off any Amazon outside of US has always worked out for me. So if you ever
that's
need
crazy.
to,
I never thought about it. Yeah, dropping the knowledge here. I never knew. I never thought about it. So F&A girl, like it.
Yeah, yeah, and like you were saying, you can get shit that it's hard to get, and you can even hard to get here or exclusive, or shit that's early. Like sometimes you can get shit early because it'll come out in Europe first and then get here, and then it'll hit the stores here like a month later. So
100%. Like,
all right.
I imagine for you too, because you as well. The Euro works out because a lot of metal stuff, like they have exclusives and stuff that they probably maybe don't even hit the shores here, and if they do, you're paying for the actual shipping from Germany, right? So like it's different. So I imagine that's helped out a lot. So if you're in metal, definitely look up the Euro stuff.
Well, what I'll do too, sometimes if I'm on Discogs and I want to order something and it's all European sellers, I'll go on like European Amazon and see if Amazon in Europe is still selling it. Because then I'll pay way less in shipping if
100%.
there's no US sellers on Discogs. So yeah, there's little ways around it. It kind of sucks shipping something because you're taking more of a risk, I guess. Sort of. I don't know. If it gets lost, it gets lost. So stuff shit can easily just get lost domestically as it can internationally.
Yeah,
so.
That's
alrighty. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm stoked you got all those variants. I'm glad I do not care enough about any band to ever do that because I don't want to. So there you
go. 100%. That's 100% fair. Like I have a good many variants of records, and I don't do the whole discography. So I understand it's stupid. I understand it's dumb that I have 4 or 5 copies of Say Anything's Is a Real Boy. I understand that's dumb because there's others out there. So like I have 5 of the 15 variants that are out there or whatever, right? So I'm not even like really trying to get the whole thing. But I don't know why I buy them. I think the color variant's cool, and I already have 4 of the copies. And every time it comes up, I'm like, all right, I'll buy one of those. But there has been 2 represses since the last time I bought it, so I'm good on that particular record.
Gotcha. Side note: if you ever wanted to do like a Manchester ranking, I'd be down because I like.
Wow,
I love listening to new shit.
Okay,
and I know like the bare minimum of their stuff.
Yeah.
So I probably only know what you've shown me throughout life.
Yeah.
So like always down. Like I'm always open if you ever wanted to throw that shit out there. Because like we talked about last time, like I don't consider it like homework. Like I truly enjoy listening because that's what I when I used to review stuff for the paper in high school and college, like that's what I used to do. I used to look for. Yeah, granted, they were usually bands I was already into or metal adjacent or stuff like that, but like I'm always down to listen to something with a fresh ear and actually like a critical lens, which is
That's fair.
so. There you go.
All
All right,
Stash
let me get
away.
through my stuff here. That way this isn't 2 hours. So really quickly, I'm gonna start with just a VHS I got. Picked this up like I don't know, a couple weeks ago. It's 99 cents. Queensryche
Yeah.
Video Mind Crime. I used to have this. Actually, Tyler bought this for me and bought the Building Empires VHS for me. I have no
Ooh,
idea
I
where the
didn't
fuck
know
they
that.
are. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you bought them for me.
I could have.
I,
Yeah.
yeah, I used to have this, and I used to have Building Empires, which is the Empires, like videos and shit. And yeah, I have no idea what happened to them. So it's one of
Isn't
those
there
things.
a big box for Mindcrime too?
There is,
As
yeah,
well?
there is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Like
like
a big
99
VHS
cents
box.
though. So. Yes, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen it. But we actually saw it recently, and I didn't buy it because they wanted like 10, 15 bucks for it. But this was 99 cents. So I was like, I'm going to
All
add
day.
it to the collection. And then I got a decent handful of CDs. Now, CDs, trying to really be picky with stuff. Like I'm talking like $5-6 or less. And I'm trying to focus on like bootlegs, or I'm trying to focus on shit that is not remastered. And I can't get the regular version on vinyl easily or cheaply enough. So this doesn't fall under either, but I don't think this is on vinyl. So, and this is a band I was actually listening to a bunch of live stuff. I actually bought this today. I was listening to a bunch of live stuff on YouTube, and I was like, man, I need to get some of their more stuff. And this showed up on the rack. This is a band called Ed Guy. They're a German power metal band. Tobias Samat is the main guy. He also does Avantasia. That's his current band. Ed Guy's on hiatus. I wish Ed Guy would just come back because I way prefer this stuff.
You've shown some records previously on pickups.
I have shown. Yeah, I showed the new Avantasia. I have that in the collection.
Yeah.
That came out last year. This is live record, Burning Down the Opera live. This came out in 2003, so 20 years old right now. Yeah. This is their European tour. So it's a bunch of cuts from the European tour. It's a 2 CD set. You get 16 tracks, so a good amount of songs. It's a digipack, 2 CD. The CDs are actually in the CD player, so I was listening to it when I got home. But you get nice pictures in here.
Is that first press? Is that from 03?
As far as I can tell, yes.
That looks awesome.
Yeah. So that's for my basic research I've just done in the last few hours. Yes. So that's very cool. If you're into any type of German power metal, this is the latter era stuff. Like they started in the early 90s, but it's still really good. Still really, really good shit. It's not too like overly sappy and happy. It is fun music, but it's still got a serious edge to it. So very cool. Tyler will appreciate this. I picked this up. This was $6 in one of the bins. This is Van Halen in the Club, Golden West Ballroom, 1976.
Oh, wow. You are buying boots.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Tyler, that Typo Negative bootleg that I got like a couple months ago, I've been listening to that since you gave me that CD player, and it sounds so good. And I've listened to it like 4 times. So I'm like, dude, I want to try more of this. I'm not going to go crazy with it. If they're cheap, I'll pick it up. This is really cool. So this is a bunch of early Van Halen shit. So tracks 1 through 7 are a live FM broadcast at the Golden West Ballroom, May 9th, 1976.
Wow.
Tracks 8 through 13, same thing, FM broadcast. Starwood Club, Hollywood, California, June 1st, 76. 14 through 17, another FM broadcast. La Canada High School.
Nice.
In La Canada, Flint Ridge, California, November 22nd, 1975. So this is a bunch of covers. They play Rock and Roll All Night. Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers, so ZZ Top. Summertime Blues, so Blue Cheer. Sweet Emotion, so Aerosmith. Whatever. Hot's On for Nowhere. So that's Plant and Page. So I'm assuming that's a Zeppelin song, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Lagrange says ZZ Top. And then they do some Van Halen stuff on Fire, I'm the One, DOA, Running with the Devil, Ice Cream Man, in a Simple Rhyme. They do Man on the Silver Mountain, so Rainbow. Really
Wow.
curious to hear that.
Yeah.
Eruption, House of Pain, yeah, Intro to Fools. So really early Van Halen stuff, and then a bunch of covers. So there's the back of it. And this looks fairly new. I haven't looked this 2017. I haven't looked this up on Discogs, but it is actually a pressed CD. So it's not a CDR. So that's nice.
Okay.
Really professionally done. Nice inner artwork and everything. So I saw this there and I was like, I'm going to try that because they're playing all these covers. So I don't know how great the quality is, but
what's crazy about that too is that they're playing songs from the first 3 Van Halen records.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about in the Van Halen record, the Van Halen ranking, like
on stuff forever.
Yeah, they wrote so much shit. They were so prolific. Like even fucking, I think Diver Down had shit that was early workings. So
yeah, which is just insane for sure. That is cool though. I didn't know. I have not really seen many of those. So there you go, man. That's awesome. $6.
Yeah, so I'm simply looking for stuff like that, and stuff like this, which this is an original copy of Fear of the Dark. So this is 92 Iron Maiden. So this is Bruce's last album before he left the band. And yeah, like I own the vinyl version of this, but it's the remastered one. And I'm never going to spend the hundreds of dollars to get a original copy on vinyl. So this CD sounds excellent. I was listening to it in the car when I bought it. I bought this like 3 or 4 weeks ago. And it was great. It was like $6. So again, original CDs. Case is broke, but I like these old CDs with just like the mirror and then the logos on it.
Yeah,
they didn't like
the bare minimum
cover. Yes, yeah, exactly. I think that looks cooler. Yeah. And then these are in the same vein. So these are unremastered, which are hard to come by now. So we'll do Megadeth, Countdown to Extinction. This is a 92. This is a BMG record club. Nice. So I'm curious to see how it sounds, but it does come with a full book because I know a lot of those record clubs shit sometimes didn't. So unremastered, Countdown to Extinction. A lot of the Megadeth shit Dave fucked with a lot. And so far, so good. So what? Same thing. This is a BMG. It's a 94 BMG reissue. So it's cool too because I knew it was instantly old because obviously you have the black. So unless somebody changed the case, and then it's got the Combat and Capital. Okay, whereas the retries just say Capital. Yeah. So I was excited to get that, and again, just the artwork, bare minimum artwork, very minimalist. So excited to listen to those. Last CD I got, and then we'll get into vinyl. This guy popped up on my YouTube algorithm. There's a channel that pops up quite regularly called like Black Metal Promotions. And the guy usually just posts full albums and he works with bands and artists just to promote shit. And anytime there's like a really good artwork on there, like I always click it and listen to just a little bit. Cause usually I can tell by the artwork if I'm going to like something. And this guy popped up. This is an Australian one-man black metal project. And the band, I guess, called Fathom Age. And what's funny about this is I was listening to the album on YouTube. Went to the dude's Bandcamp. I'm like, oh, he's got a CD. I'll buy it. Bought the CD. Came from Australia. Everything was shipped well. It was pretty cheap, too, to get it shipped. It wasn't too bad. I think it was like less than 20 bucks. I think I paid like $15 US for everything. And I was like, okay, funny part about this is this is not the album I was listening to. And I didn't realize that until this got here. I just ordered it thinking it was the same album. I didn't really look at the cover at all. This is like an earlier album he did. The new album hasn't been pressed yet on CD. So it's actually coming out. I have it pre-ordered. But I listened to this when I got it. I'm like, oh, I like this too. This is way more raw and way raw production. The new stuff is very atmospheric, kind of like summoning, Cowden Brood type black metal. But this is really good. Album's called Necro Hermitage of the Emotionally Starved. So
Wow.
there's the CD and the main guy in the band. So
Nice.
there you go. So it's a little Australian black metal for you. And I have his new album coming. So
are CDs a thing in the black metal community, or is it just tapes?
a little bit of both. I mean,
Okay.
Depends. Like, I don't really get into like the crazy bands. Like, if something shows up on that promotions channel, I'll listen to it. If I like it, I'll usually go to Bandcamp and check it out. And I'll at least listen to it through the app on Bandcamp. So but yeah, I like so much. I wanted to support the dude. So I got this thinking it was the album I was listening to. It wasn't.
Yeah.
So then I ordered then like, I think last week he announced pre-orders for the album I was listening to. So I got that coming.
There you go.
So that'll be cool. All right. Let's do albums. Try to get through as quick as possible. Black Sabbath, Paranoid. This is the 50th anniversary pressing that's been floating around forever. I do appreciate these because they are European imports and they use the Vertigo labels. So very cool. Don't have the shitty. I like these way more than the Warner Brothers labels.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
All right. Got this in. This got a repress. This is the Rush rediscovered kind of box set. Shit's like flopping around in there. This thing it's fine. I bought it just because it was so cheap. Like, I didn't need it. And there's like not much to this. Like, it's just a box with the LP in there and like a little bit of extras.
Yeah.
But it was really cheap. I think I got this on Acoustic Sounds.
Okay.
When they put it up, and it got marked down on Amazon for cheaper than I bought it for. So like for that amount, I have an old US pressing of it. I do appreciate that they changed it back to the red artwork and not the pink artwork. So
wow, I never noticed that.
So at least there's that. It's cool if you don't have this and you don't have an older pressing. I'd recommend it. Yeah. Because it's a nice. I think these are 180. I don't think they're the 200 gram. But so it's nice heavy vinyl. Sounds fine. Recommended if you do not own it. More Rush. Tyler and I went out to a store way out there in the East Valley. What the hell is the name of that store? I don't even remember. Something.
Oh,
remember it was in that mall, that outdoor mall.
Yes.
Oh man. It'll come to me.
Grace Note or Grace Records.
Grace Records. Grace Note is the iTunes thing.
I say it every time. Okay, Grace Note.
Yeah, Grace Records. They're out in Chandler, or Gilbert.
Yeah,
way out there, and it's an okay store. Tyler had been there before. I'd never been there, and it was fine.
Selling boots.
They were selling boots without calling them bootlegs, which kind of
bothersome.
Kind of shady practices, especially when most of the it's an outdoor mall, so most of the clientele in there are teenagers. They're not going to know. They're just going to see Antichrist Superstar and go, "Oh, this is $50. Oh shit!
Oh yeah,
this is a good price."
They had heavy hitter boots too, but besides that, it was okay store.
If you advertise them as boots, the buyer knows they are boots. Everybody's on the same page. Who cares?
Yeah.
If you are not saying anything, you're kind of being shady.
Yeah.
Anyway, they had this. This is Rush, Hold Your Fire. This is 88 or whatever. This is a cool gold stamp promo with the hype sticker.
Oh wow. Forgot that it's a promo too.
Yeah. I actually looked this up, and on Discogs, the picture of this promo pressing has the hype sticker stuck right to the cover too. So I think that's just how they came. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if they came cellophaned or whatever. So Rush, Hold Your Fire. I do enjoy this record. I spun this and it sounds fine. It sounds great. It's clean pressing. And cleaned it up very clean copy. I want to say this is like less than $20. It was like $18 or something. So,
and that's something we do not see that very often.
I think especially not the hype. I have 2 copies of this, but I have a 2015 remaster. So
yeah, I think in the entire time that you and I have been collecting together, I've seen that record in person. Besides a remaster or the re-release, whatever. Besides that, the repress. But besides that, I've seen that like maybe 5 or 6 times, maybe, and that's in 15 years. Like that's a record that is hard to come by. So finding a promo.
I mean, cool. you're getting to the point where most people are buying cassettes and CDs almost at that point. So
yeah.
Genesis, Invisible Touch, one of their most popular album. You're getting into real poppy Genesis here. I love it though. Just really clean copy. It was like $6. So, cool thing about this is kind of like sort of like Synchronicity of the Police. Like the labels come in different variants. So like there'll be an orange label. I think there's a red label, a green label. So Synchronicity, I know, is the different covers. This is specifically just the label, but kind of cool.
That's nuts. I never knew that. It's crazy.
Variants to collect. Yeah, if you want to collect the Invisible.
Also, never heard of another band doing that before.
I mean, Into the Outdoor.
No, well, the labels aren't different.
Oh, okay, I got you.
The labels, the covers, yes, but not often are the labels associated with any sort of difference.
Got you.
Like, it's just one more thing they have to think about.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Genesis, selling England by the pound. This is the Rhino reissues that came out this year. I love the Yes one, the Fragile repress that came out. So figured I'd try this one, and it sounds really good too. It's on a clear vinyl, I think. Yeah. So clear and sounds really good. If you're looking for a clean copy, recommended. You can still find those pretty regularly though. So, but if you just want something really minty and that sounds decent, go for it. Pick this up at I think it was Mesa. We went to Mesa like a month ago. Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. This was like a late 70s repress that was still in cellophane. Yeah. The record, I haven't spun this. I did clean it. It isn't great, but I mostly bought it for the sleeve just because it's in cellophane. It's still so nice. I would like to find a gatefold copy of this someday. I don't know. I might buy the super deluxe because there's a gatefold version of this. But I might buy the super deluxe too if it gets marked down. So Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, absolutely stellar fucking record. So there you go.
I don't know which one I have. Interesting. I'll look for that.
Yeah, I think all the earlier pressings, like from 74 or 75, are gatefolds.
Interesting. Okay. Fair.
Josh got me this. My brother Josh got me this for my birthday. Nice. This is Stone Temple Pilots of Purple. This is the Walmart exclusive on the blue vinyl.
They've been doing them good with the color variants for the STP.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I like that with the old Atlantic label. Looks really good. And great record. So Josh saw that I didn't have it in my collection and got it for my birthday. So shout out Josh, because this is something I would have bought anyway. So very cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Interstate Love Song. Keep the ball rolling here. Oh, these are fucking sick. Okay, so I'm going to do all these at once, basically. So this is an independent label called Rubellin Remasters. Okay. This guy, I happen to... Dude, I don't know if it was Reddit or whatever, but it popped up that Oingo Boingo is getting reissues.
Yes.
I was like, oh, shit. Okay. So I went on there, and it turns out this guy has done quite a few of them, and he actually did like the earlier albums, and I'm in the latter albums right now because I missed the earlier albums. They're sold out. He is doing represses of those this summer though, so they're coming. Okay. I will pre-order those when they go up. This guy is really cool. I found his thread on the Hoffman boards, and he posts about getting rights to shit and dealing with the publishers, the people that hold the rights and stuff. And he's very upfront with shit and like dealing with his label and getting stuff pressed. And why he's doing CDs or why he's doing some shit on vinyl, shit like that. It's very cool. Very nice guy. It's like a 60-page thread on the Hoppin' boards. He mostly just does like 80s new wave stuff. So if you're into that, check him out. I ordered all the Boingo that he had. So I got Boingo Alive. So this is the 3 LP live record. This is on a blue, a purple, and a red.
Ooh.
So each LP, tri-gatefold. There's the back. That one was a pricey one. That was like $70.
Okay.
The rest of them were like $28. So, not too bad. Normal prices. This is Boingo. So this is like I want to say it's like, I think this is the last record. I used to own this record in the original collection. So this is 1990. And this is on a volcano gold and red swirl.
Oh, wow.
So
oh, wow. It's like lava.
Yeah, there's the variant, and there's the label. Oh, there's the label.
Okay.
So got the old
MCA?
MC. Yeah, MCA, and then his label is right there.
Okay.
So if you're into like 80s new wave, I would highly suggest check it out, especially for Boingo shit, because this stuff is Universal and he talks about that in the thread. Like Universal owns all this, and Universal, for whatever reason, is not repressing it. Funny part about it, he was talking about somebody from Universal emailed him and it's like, hey, can we get your transfers for some of the LPs, the artwork? And he was like, okay, whatever. He really wasn't thinking about it. And he sent it over. Long story short, he thinks Universal's doing represses and they're just taking his artwork without telling him. I mean,
well,
so
that makes sense though, because the fire, everything was gone for so much shit.
I guess that makes sense. But his point was they were like, hey, we just want to have your artwork on file.
Yeah.
Because he did the transfers of these and made them all not pixelated and shit, and didn't just blow up CD JPEGs like most fucking labels do now and shit. So they actually look fucking good how they're supposed to look. So his point was like, instead of just coming to him and like, hey, we're doing our own reissues,
contracting him.
Yeah. So they were like doing it shadily. So because I think his access to these run out in like a year. So he's thinking after that runs out and he's contractually unable to do any more represses that Universal finally do. This is Boingo. So this is the 1987 album. All this stuff is remastered too. So he does really good work, really good reviews. This is on a blue.
Ooh. Are they all 180 as well?
I don't. They are heavy. They might be 140.
Okay.
Because I don't think he was advertising them as 180. This is the classic Dead Man's Party. It's very cool. And this one, I think this is the green. He does multiple variants. Some sell out quickly than others. This is on a green.
Okay.
So yeah, I think there was like a green, a pink of this, a swirl, and he's a one-man show. So he's literally doing this all himself. So he's dealing with the plants.
Are these limited? Like, are they press 5,000 of them or anything, or is it just that he didn't say?
No, no. Like I think that greens maybe out of 500.
Okay.
Everything's the variants are usually 500 or less because it costs so much to press vinyl. So
yeah, he probably only has 5,000 then.
Yeah, I don't know totally because he'll do multiple represses. Sometimes if the demand is really high, and he's saying like the Boingo is one of the best things he's ever done, just because it's not out there and it's so expensive now. So he'll go to as long as there's demand, he'll go back to the plants and try to get them repressed. So he's doing another run of the first like 4 albums that I missed.
Okay,
and that's coming out this summer. So I'm excited to get those. So super stoked about it. They're really well done. I was kind of leery about it, but then I was reading the Reddit thread, and then I ordered them, and then I found his Hoffman thread, and I was like, okay, I'm fine. And then they came. They were packaged super nicely, and everything arrived splendidly, and everything sounds great. Looks fine. So,
hell yeah.
And it's all on the up and up. They're not boots. He's got the rights to them and all that shit. So, all right, keep going here. Possessed, 7 Churches. Finally got this. This is like the indie variant on green. Possessed, you know, depending on where you ask, they're the first death metal band. They're really more of a thrash band to me, like a heavy thrash band. But, you know, they have a song called Death Metal, the last song on this album. So a lot of people cite that as one of the first uses of it. So a lot of people are in this camp, or you're on death, scream bloody gore. You're in one or two camps. Both are great fucking records. I've been eyeing this for a while, but this is the indie exclusive repress. And moving on, Deep Purple, Burn. Finally found a really nice copy of this. Super stoked to get this. So this is with Coverdale and Hughes. This is a fucking sick record. If you're any type of David Coverdale fan, highly recommend all this shit, because it's really cool too, because Glenn Hughes will sing songs and David will sing songs, and they'll sing songs together. Really fucking cool dynamic on a lot of this era Deep Purple stuff.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've never listened to that entire record. I've listened to the singles. I've never listened to the whole record.
Yeah, Burn, Come Taste the Band, Stormbringer, like those fucking records are awesome. Got some Dark Throne, Total Death. Picked this up at Zia. This is their 5th album. So I'm not going to be a Dark Throne completist because there's so many albums, but it's just on Black. But like the first 5 or 6 albums I really, really enjoy. So Total Death by Dark Throne. This is I want to say it's like a 2011 reissue. So that's why I bought it, because that's why I bought it, because this was turned in used. They come and go. So like the prices go up and down and shit. So I'm like, I'll just get it. Pre-ordered these a while back, and they finally came in. So got some more Running Christ reissues. So this is Passage to Arcturo. So really early Running Christ, Greek black metal. There you go. It's just on Black. And then more. Got Non-Servium. This is a really, really good album. Wow. This is their 3rd album. And this is on Black vinyl. 1,000 copies of this. It's got new liner notes and stuff, which is really cool. New write-ups. There's actually a book that the band did with the dude who did that black metal book. And he's done a bunch of other metal books about the band. And it's got excerpts from that book, so it's like really professionally done and shit. So, and going back more in the classic rock Deep Purple vein, Rainbow with Ritchie Blackmore's Rainbow, the first album. This is not a great copy of this, but it was pretty cheap, and the vinyl is probably VG plus. This sleeve I would rank probably VG. Tyler found a pretty nice copy of this in an antique store, and I was pissed like the day after I bought this. And I spent like $20 on this just because you never see it show up at the record store anymore. You should
have told me to get that one too. You should have told me.
It's all right. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, you still owe me my ELO, and
I have them right here next to me, literally right now. But I'm gonna let you show them off.
Yeah, Beach Boys. This hit the vinyl Reddit deals. This was like $38 from Walmart. Deep discounts. Yeah. So this is Very Best of the Beach Boys, Sounds of Summer. So this is 6 LPs for like $38. And I was reading the reviews, and a lot of guys were saying, well, it kind of sucks because all this is the stereo mixes.
Okay.
But I'm like, dude, for $38, I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So this is still sealed because I was planning on doing an unboxing of this. I don't know what this went up to. Deep discounts was just blowing shit out.
No, 100%.
This is another one.
What was that? What was that Beach Boys collection called? What was the exact name of it? Sounds of Summer. Oh, 120.
Yeah. That's what it's on for right now?
Yep.
On Walmart or Amazon?
No, well, this is on Amazon right now, so I'll look at Walmart. But right now, so it was original list at 180, Now it's down to 116. So
Yeah,
them
'cause
going down to more to 38 is crazy.
I got that through Walmart, but it was deep discounts was the seller.
Yeah. Good
This
Lord.
is another one that was getting blown out on deep discounts, but I ordered it on Amazon because it was cheap, and I got an Amazon gift card for my birthday from Mom. So shout out
Ooh.
Mom. So I ended up getting this for like
Friend of the show.
$40. Yeah, for like $40, and that's the super deluxe of Black Sabbath Sabotage. This is still sealed. I haven't opened up, but this is another one. I bought it for like $38, like my money, and then it dropped down to like 30 or some shit.
It's crazy.
It was ridiculous. They were blowing them out. So yeah, you get the original album, 2021 remaster, North American Tour Live 75, a bunch of live stuff. You get a 7-inch. You get a nice book and poster and all that shit. So still have this sealed because I'm gonna do an unboxing of it someday on the channel.
That's $120 all day now, by the way. The Beach Boys is.
Yeah, I was just like, I was gonna buy it instantly. I'm like 30.
Yeah.
It was like $38 or something.
I should have bought that too. Good Lord.
This I got. This showed up on vinyl deals too, and it was like 40 and is normally I think like $80. This is Devin Townsend, Order of Magnitude. So this is Empath Live Volume 1. So one of the record before this last record was Empath, and this is some of the tour from that. So not really a box set, it just comes in like this big sleeve, which kind of sucks. But yeah, it was cheap enough where I was definitely gonna bite on it. I don't know if I would have spent like the 80.
Oh wow.
For like $40. It was half off. So
yeah.
I was in on it at 40. It's a 4 LP. 4 or 3. I think it's 4. So
yeah. You not jumping on that initially, that saved you a bunch of money. Good call.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't even know if I knew it was out. I don't
really?
know if I knew it existed until I saw it was on sale. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Fair.
Tyler and I went and saw Gojira in Mastodon recently, and I was like, I gotta stock up on my Gojira because I don't have a lot. I have the new record, I have a live album, and this randomly reissued and showed up at Zia. So I was like, okay, this is La Enfant Sauvage. I'll butcher that French a billion times. This is a really good record. What year is this from? 2012. Damn, I remember this fucking came out.
10 years.
Yeah, Explosia. The opening track's really, really cool. A lot of cool songs in here. The Healer, that's a cool song. Or the Wild Healer. Liquid Fire, the title track's really cool.
Yeah.
So good album. Highly suggested band.
Go see them live. It's dope.
Yeah, really sick live show. This is basically brand new and showed up at Zia used for way cheaper than what it normally goes for. This just came out like 6 months ago. This is Sodom. This is Sodom 40 Years at War, The Greatest Hell of Sodom. So this is a compilation. So 2 LP, got a bunch of tracks. I wasn't in on this when it originally got announced because it's all re-records.
Oh.
Okay. And then it got really good reviews. And I listened to a couple things and I was like, yeah, this is really good. So I was in on it for the used price. It was like $25. So was stoked to get this. Sodom, German thrash metal band. Probably my favorite of the German thrash metal bands of that big 3, big 4. To be honest with you. And I was kind of out with re-records. I don't like re-records, but I listened to it, was stoked, and then I'm like, a lot of this shit is near impossible to get on vinyl. So I was like, okay, this will probably be the only way I'll be able to own some of these songs. So had to pick that up. 2 LP, just on I want to say it's on. No, this is a really cool actual variant. Hold on. It's on like a clear with a black splatter.
Ooh. Nice.
So pretty cool.
That is cool.
Pretty cool. Like I said, all that shit too is very hard to find. Almost done. Saw this at I think this is another Zia purchase too, if I remember right. This is Gamma Ray. Kai Hansen from Halloween. When he left Halloween in '89, this is the band that he formed. This is called Blast from the Past, and this is like a compilation of the first 10 years of the band. So I was like, Gamma Ray is a band where I do enjoy a lot of tracks, but I don't need to own the whole fucking discography like Halloween. So I was like, this is a very good starting point, and I'll probably grab like the couple 3 or 4 records that I do want to own in the collection. So Derek Riggs did this artwork. It's like awful. So it's crazy that he did it. Because it's like 90s, like CGI, like claymation type of.
Yeah, just looking at that cover, I can only imagine like they got an interesting band there with that cover on there with the pyramids and everything else, and the faces and whatnot. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of interesting songs on there.
It's just German power metal. So like,
oh, okay. Isn't there like crazy stories or anything?
Not really. I don't think so. No, like if you know Halloween, like that's
same kind of gimmick.
That's Gamma Ray. Yeah, same. I mean, Kai Hansen is one of the founding and members and brainchilds of Halloween. So
yeah,
and this was the spawn of Halloween. So very similar to Halloween, German power metal, and very cool stuff. But not a band I needed to own everything. Did an unboxing of this on the channel. Rush, the Signals 40th anniversary set finally came in. Not going to talk about too much. If you want to watch the unboxing, check out the unboxing. It's a very cool set. I was happy with it. A lot of people aren't. I don't really care. All right. Gearing up for a potential ranking. Finally bought Slayer's Repentless, the last album. Still have not listened to this. Haven't listened to a literal second of this album ever since it came out.
Okay.
So when we ever do the ranking, it'll be the first time to listen to it. So picked it up though, because I'm a completist. So Repentless, Slayer. This is limited to 3,000 Oxblood and Orange swirl with mustard splatter.
So, you need the mustard splatter.
Do you guys want to see what that looks like?
Mustard splatter, yeah.
It looks like that.
Oh, mustard splatter. That is mustard splatter.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a cheeseburger, like the top of a cheeseburger, like and everything mixes together.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
Ketchup and mustard there.
Yeah, exactly.
And then a record that I do enjoy quite a bit still, World Pain and Blood. Slayer. All these started popping up again and were pretty cheap. Okay. So yeah. This is still the same 180. Like I think it's literally still. I don't know if they're repressing them. It's just old. I have no idea. But they just started popping up again for not ridiculous amounts of money. And then Slayer, Christ Illusion. Just on black. It's very cool.
Yeah, there you go.
Another record that I still enjoy. And rebought this because, again, we saw Mastodon and Coherent. And I'm like, I need to finally just bite the bullet and start finishing Mastodon. And this is like $20 on Amazon. So The Hunter. This is the album that they did after Crack the Sky. Kind of a controversial album. But I enjoy it. And I used to own the deluxe 2 LP 45 RPM. Don't anymore, so I just bought this single LP.
Yeah. Found regrets. Go watch it on the channel. We did it.
True story. Mastodon, Leviathan. This is the blue variant that just came out.
Leviathan.
Cool. Yeah, Leviathan. That's how I would say. Isn't a word. Their first record, Remission. There we go. So I'm almost Mastodon complete. I just need Blood Mountain.
Interesting.
Mayhem with Chimera. This is a really, really cool album. What year is this? Like, I want to say it's like early 2000s. It's like going. This is they're getting kind of industrial, really experimental. So cool shit. This is 550 copies worldwide, crystal clear and black marbled vinyl. I'm not going to open it because I got to actually take the tape off of it. So I'm not going to do that live. But Very cool. So Norwegian black metal, but they're kind of straying away from black metal here.
There you go.
And just a couple more. Got this today. Was stoked I didn't buy it on Record Store Day because it already showed up used. Shadow Small with The War Within. This literally just Record Store Day a few weeks ago, and it showed up for $15. So
wow,
I think this was a 30 spot.
I think so. Yeah,
I was like, okay, still brand new. So
that's crazy.
Like, all right,
bought it, didn't like it. All right, taking it back.
That's probably my only Shadow Small record I'll ever buy. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'll get it. Got this Diary of a Madman, Ozzy Osbourne. This shit doesn't show up. This is one of the reissues, but it just doesn't show up in the stores anymore. Even the reissues.
Yeah,
like they never stay in stock. So
yeah, I remember them. They'd be there for forever. I want to say that one of those was at Zia for a long time back in the day, and obviously went away or whatever. But like somebody bought it. But yeah, that stuff does not come in very often. I wonder, like, I'm sure you can buy it online, but in the stores, it's a special order deal.
Yeah, but that was used, and it was 20. So like, okay.
Done.
And this I know absolutely fucking nothing about. Okay, it is co-produced by Bob Ezrin.
Okay,
and the hype sticker reads this: first full-length album by Los Angeles premier melodic hard rock band. Okay, it's their first full length, and they're already the premier Los Angeles band. But I'm like, this thing's fucking really nice, and it was $9.
Okay,
band called Hurricane.
Oh, nothing.
I know nothing about this band. Saw the back of it though, and I'm like, this could be like a Whitesnake thing.
Yeah,
I still haven't even spun this. I haven't listened to it on Spotify. This could be god awful, but I'm probably going to be into this.
Is that a Cooper cover on there? 18.
I'm 18, maybe. Let me check. I didn't even notice that. The inner sleeve is really cool. It's like this kind of old, like plastic poly sleeve, but it's got ads for stuff. So it's got like Metal Blade albums.
That's cool.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got videos, so VHS stuff. And then it's on Enigma, which I know nothing about Enigma.
Yeah.
But let's check I'm 18. Yep. Yeah, it's a Cooper cover.
It's the second song on the record, right? Second or third?
Yeah.
It's your cover?
So, yeah. So this is 88.
Wow.
So
there you go.
We shall see. We shall see about Hurricane.
That's amazing.
It's a cool album cover. Like chick probably needs a bra, but
hey,
it's cool.
I also, Ty, real quick, until you just uttered those words, didn't know what I was looking at.
Look at this, guys.
Ooh,
studs.
Guy on top left has Getty's hair from the 80s.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I got. That wasn't too bad.
That was bad.
Any questions, comments, concerns?
No, that's a hell of a haul. You buying the random possible hair metal record is a good call too. Just finding something super nice like that.
Look how nice this is.
No, yeah, you can't.
Cellophane with hype. It was a cutout, so nobody wanted it back then.
Yeah.
So
I'm with you. Also, hold up. So it could be it could be a discount, or it could have been a promo sent to like a radio station or like a agent or some shit, right? But if it's not, it was a cutout from people not buying it, whatever, right? It was a markdown. That sticker is hilarious because it's basically trying to convince people, like regular people, they're the brand new premier band. But like that sounds like a PR to like agents and stuff or radio stations. That's what it sounds like. That's the same as your regular hype. I don't know. It kind of seems funny to me.
Yeah, to kind of wrap this up, Hurricane, this is the rest of the hype. Hurricane displays all the qualities needed to be major stars in the hard rock world. Good songs, good playing, and good looks combined to make Hurricane a seemingly sure thing in the often unpredictable world of rock and roll. That was from Andy Scher of Hit Parader.
There you go. And he wasn't wrong. We talked about them last week on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So we talked with them. You know, we don't understand why they're not in. That was the whole thing. So it all worked out. It all worked out totally. Can't miss prospect over here.
I don't know, man. I like diving in. Like I'm in a weird phase of my life where like if it's less than $10, that's not making or breaking my life anymore. So I'm like, dude, I'll check this out. I'll spin it. And it's so if it wasn't nice, I wouldn't have bought it. But like the hype stickers sold me. I did the same thing. I'm like, it's their first album, and they're their premier hard rock band from LA. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's 88. I looked at the picture. I'm like, this could be Jovi, Whitesnake. Like, yeah, I'd go with it. Yeah. Things that I love.
What we didn't know, it was Motley Crue and Hurricane. That was the real battle of their late 80s. It was just neck and neck, apparently. You know?
Yeah.
You bring him up to Tommy Lee, he has an opinion. He's like, God damn it, F those guys. Ugh. They haunted us for years. We got lumped in.
Alrighty, guys, that is it. If you made it this far, hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below. What did you like in this haul? Let us know. What have you been picking up? We'd like to know. We appreciate you guys watching. Stick around. Every week we do the main podcast where we do a deep dive into a specific music related or physical media vinyl related topic. These are kind of monthly-ish vinyl hauls. So if you like these, stick around for these too. But anyways, guys, we'll see you next time. Peace.